Oh my god. Now I see why people play this version. What's up everybody, MTG Dad back for another one. Today we're going to be playing Rakdos Fling. It's a deck that I'm sure you've probably seen rolling around. This is kind of my take on it. I looked at a bunch of different lists while coming up with this. And there's things I liked and things I didn't like. So this version is obviously not playing the Pyro, using the Disguise mechanic, and the Hunted Bone something card. So because these two decks are in a lot of ways very different, but also the same, so we're going to play both versions to kind of see which one feels better. So this is my take, and so kind of what I liked and why I went this route is because it's best of one. And my big things in best of one are I want to be consistent and fast and have, you know, with this deck you just want to run them over, right? So I really liked having some Okibas in here to go with Kumano, and you know, more testing we'll see if I want to put more of these in here, but I like that it just kind of like drains their life, because in this deck all we're trying to do is drain their life really fast. So it's just kind of another way to do that. Then we have our two 1-drops, Cacophony, which, you know, already is doing what this deck is trying to do, which is just like hit him in the face. And then basically, you know, if you hit him for a bunch of damage with a Rage or one of these cards over here, your pump spells, you can choose to sacrifice it. Usually you want to do that when it's a lot of damage, or you're really close to winning, or you have game. And then we obviously have a Swiftspear because of prowess. We do play a couple of the Codebreakers because of its prowess as well, but also because of its disguise ability, so we can discard our hand and draw 3 cards. The Picnic Ruiner is going to be kind of more the focus of this one, because we want to get it to where it has over 4 toughness, gets double strike, and then it can get trample with Monstrous Rage. One of the things that I did differently is I played 4 copies of this because of its ability to essentially draw me a card that I can use until the end of my next turn. And same reason for this, because I'm drawing cards. And you want to be able to draw cards, because decks like these, they can run out of gas really fast, and if they have a good blocker or a way to gain life, you pretty much just lose. And that's typically why I don't play decks like this, but I just wanted to do something a little different today. So I wanted to have as much card draw as I can without kind of taking away what the deck's trying to do. So Codebreaker, I toyed around with like 3 or 4 of these, but I feel like 2 is kind of where we want to be. We want to have a lot of 1-drops. We want to have a 1-drop on turn 1, like ideally every game. The Picnic Raker is, you know, Picnic Ruiner is obviously like going to be the card that does the most damage when it gets its double strike going. And then we have the Callous Sell-Sword, which you can do some cool things with the Cacophony, where you kind of sacrifice it multiple times if you have a couple out, and make this card really big to play it as a creature sometimes. You can also just use the Burn Together ability. So this, we do use this as a creature sometimes. This card's been really, really good because it's instant speed, it's a big pump spell, it helps the Ruiner, it draws us a card. And then your typical Monstrous Rage. Felonious Rage is really good. It's kind of like a protection spell, but also it gets the Picnic Ruiner up over 4 power, so we can get its double strike. And this is just like a big pump spell, just a one-of. We're playing Thran Portal. It's just kind of like occasionally we use it for black mana, and most of the time we're just going to still use it as red mana if we get one of these. But it's basically just so we have the ability to play Callous if we need to. But mostly this is just like a red pump deck with a little bit of black mixed in. Okay, so here is the second version. I adjusted things around a little bit. So what I like about this version is that we have 4 of the Okibas. So what this does for this deck is the subtle life loss is huge, because it gets us closer and closer to winning. Same thing with Kumano. It also gives us creatures that are going to come on the battlefield that our opponent's not necessarily prepared for. Also, this creature has menace when it does come out, which is actually very important. Kumano is just a given in any red deck right now that if you're playing aggressive. I put in the original list that I saw didn't play Swiftspear, and I just felt like that was silly. Because if you're playing red aggressive, why would you not play this card? It's an amazing card. And then, both these creatures have prowess, so some games you're just playing with these creatures and winning. But where this deck is really cool compared to the other one that I am going to play, I think, and what I like about this one is the disguise mechanic. So basically with a Pyro out, if you flip any of these 3 creatures, then when it's turned face up, that creature deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. So basically when you disguise them, you're going to pump them with these pump spells. So we have Ancestral Anger, Felonious Rage, Monstrous Rage, and Blazing Crescendo. The Anger and the Crescendo, again, are for card draw. So we pump, and you can just pump the Pyro sometimes and just win. Which is what's great about Pyro, because basically you play it for 3 mana, flip it for 1. So you can really, really pump the Pyro because its disguise cost is only 1. This card, if you flip it over, it's immediately, if you, let's say you pump it, first of all, it's just going to like do so much damage, but you have to have a Pyro out. But if you do, let's say you Blazing Crescendo it and flip it, it's going to come in with 9 power and just immediately do 9 damage to your opponent's face. So you don't ever want to play this creature just as a creature and give them the white dog tokens, because when you disguise it and flip it, it doesn't give them anything. So that's huge. This is another form of card draw for later in the game if you do run out of steam. But this version feels like the one I'm gonna like more. I really like this card. I think this card in a black-red aggro deck, these 2 things, they just curve so nicely, because you have a lot of 2-drop creatures too. So sometimes you want to play Pyro, just regular. You don't want to disguise it. So I guess we'll kind of get into these games and see how they both play out, and we'll come back for a post-game review and see which one we like better. So going second, 2-drop creatures. So a little bit of a slower start going second too, which isn't the best. We'll start off here. The Breaker. No, let's do the Ruiner, actually. See what they do. Probably kill it, right? Just fine. Fine. Okay, I would do Codebreaker, Ancestral Anger next turn. Cool. Get lost this night. Playing against some kind of mono-white stupid control to start off with, which is cool. We're gonna go here. Draw a bunch of cards. Cool. Is he gonna take 6? He is. Okay. I think next turn we're gonna antagonize. Does this give it trample? No. Does not give it trample. So you're gonna have a depopulate? That's fine. Take a turn off here. That's totally fine. I think next turn we can do okay. So never mind. Go Kumano into Picnic Ruiner here. Following turn, we could probably... Okay. Playing against mono red. Alrighty. Let's see what they do next turn. Okay. This is... looks like a good one. Start off with the Swiftspear. Oh no, we'll start off with the Cacophony. Okay. Okay, it's the this deck. So we have a very... gotta be quick here. I don't even know if that was the right choice. Okay, I think we're gonna play Picnic Ruiner next. So far, all they got's a land in there, okay. Surveil 3. Okay, that's not great. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, looks like another good one. Start off with Cacophony, and another Cacophony. Okay, playing against Control. I kinda want to ward 2 this thing, right? Kind of. No. I do kind of want to, because we don't have like a lot in our hand. At this point, Monstrous Rage is just a protection spell. So if they kill one, we just make it big and do that, yeah. Okay, another Cacophony is good. Let's do this though. Blazing Crescendo is good. Annoying. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Every removal spell in the game. Beautiful. What does this do? No. Let's do one here. See what's top. I don't know about that. Maybe any more creatures. Let's play. Let's just pass. Okay. Every time I play a Picnic Runner, everybody just quits. Ancestral Anger. We're playing against a Mire. We just established this. I think we established this. Okay. Yeah, I want to keep our card draw, so we'll lose that card. Alright, this is possibly game unless they kill the Picnic Runner. Okay, that was dumb. It has double strike. That puts us up to... So if we find a land here, we just win, right? There's the game. Alrighty. That was easy. Looks decent. Land is good. I'm actually gonna do it like this. Play the Ruiner on 2. Land is good again. Nice. There's 2, 7, 14. 14 damage next turn unless they kill it. Okay. try. Get in for 12. Yeah, I think we want to just play another Ruiner here. Right? No. No, let's not. Because we want to be able to protect it, I guess. Okay. So confused right now. So either way, it's just gonna get 4-3. Let's just do this way. What are these decks we're playing against here? Oh, there you go. So let's do this. That is double strike too. They both have double strike. Alrighty. Good game. Going first, but we didn't get a might even be the Rage right now, to be honest. Rage isn't doing a lot for us right now. I think we just want this to be red. It's really just in here to give us another black source most of the time, but if we already have a black source, we don't need it. Let's go here. Try to establish this, and then we can go Crescendo. Okay. Well, there you go. Is anything? Yeah, we get that. Gives us Trample, right? Let's do this first. Nice. So we're swinging in for 16. So we're gonna get in for 14 damage here. Seems okay, I guess. Alrighty. Good game. Another extremely quick one. We had 1 minute and 40 seconds. Looks decent. So I really don't want to play the Pyrotechnic Performer, right? I guess. But I definitely want to play a creature. Okay. Okay, well there's a land. No attacks. I'm just gonna win next turn, right? Oh my god. Now I see why people play this version. Looks pretty good. Okay, the question now becomes, what's more valuable? Swinging in with a 3-2 or playing this as a 4-3? I think we're going to do this for now. Playing against Debo over here. Blue Arc Veteran, okay. I think we're just gonna face down this and swing away. Okay, I'm starting to get the feel for this deck now. I definitely, you know, the first one is just like basically mono red, so I didn't enjoy playing that at all. It's probably one of the most boring decks I've played in a long time. Okay. So this one, we're gonna disguise. It costs 1. My goodness. Okay. So first, we're going to Monstrous Rage this. And we're going to... Is that right? Yeah. Flip it over, do 5 damage, and swing in. Oh, come on. Let me figure things out. Gosh. Okay, this looks good. So we have a good curve. This card may need to be a 4 of. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna Swiftspear Rage here. It's just Breaker. Just wanna, you know, put them under pressure. Yep. is that? Okay. So it has... He didn't remove any counters. Interesting. We're just playing Swiftspear and Felonious Rage here? I think so. More lands, wonderful. Okay. Play this. Okay. Got find a bunch of lands. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that in the slightest. Why are we just drawing lands? Like, this is ridiculous. It'd be nice if we didn't have a bunch of lands in our hand. At least we get another 2/2. Okay, he's got... There we go, there's something that's not a land. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go back. Alright. Yeah, I think this needs to be 4 of. If we just get up to 4 here, we win the game. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put 4 of these in there. Alright, this feels pretty good. These two together are just really good. This version is much more interesting than the first version. First version is like pretty much if Picnic Ruiner lives for a turn, you can most likely win the game. This version has different ways to win. It's not as linear. Like there's ways I can flip things over and hit them in the face. I can pump up my creatures. I can drain and gain their life. Okay, life gain, wonderful. Well, that's a good card. But I think we ought to do this. Right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure life gain is not a great matchup. If it's a good deck, if it's just a silly deck, then I don't even know. So yeah, we're definitely gonna play this as Ward 2. Just gonna swing in. Oh god, I keep forgetting this doesn't have haste. Just totally. That was dumb. Oopsies. Silly me. Okay, it's fine. That's fine. Okay. I think we'll be okay. I don't think our opponent's doing anything here worth a shit, so. Yeah. Alright, so next turn, its disguise cost is 1. Okay, cool. So we can do some things here. Okay. Alright. So let's draw first. See if we can find an untapped land. Nope. So we just Monstrous Rage and then flip it over. Shall we? I think so. Let's just do the thing, right? That's what we came here to do stuff. You're gonna have to. Oh, it has trample because of Monstrous Rage. Yeah, this would have happened a turn earlier if we had. If I forgot, I was trying to just press the button and play fast and attack with this, and then I ended the turn. Okay, guess he just said screw it. I don't blame him. This hand is garbage. This hand has potential. What are we gonna get rid of though? Keeping a 1-lander. I guess we get rid of this, the Callous. So we can play. We can go 1, 2, or just play. We can do. Yeah, we can draw. So we'd go. Actually, we'd go here 1 if we don't draw a land on our opening hand. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of Callous for right now. Yeah, we go here and try to play Ancestral Rage. Ancestral Anger. We have good stuff, we just need a land. I think 2 lands will be fine. So we're gonna play this first. Okay. It's a good sign that we will live or have a chance at finding a land. We found a land anyways. So with that, we're just gonna draw and establish more of a board presence here. With the Okiba. We're gonna have for 4. I think we're gonna go Codebreaker here if we don't find a land. Does he have an enchantment removal? I mean, are you really that worried about that? No. No. 3rd land would be nice. See what he does here. He's letting us go through. I think we're gonna just chill then and play the Codebreaker. I really want to get this combo off here. I mean, the crazy thing with the Pyro is you can just pump up the Pyro and flip it for 1 and just do the same thing as the Bonebrute. I think that's what makes this deck playable. Okay, none of these cards are a problem. Sure, it's much better than taking either of the 2 in our hand. So this is really good, man. It's subtle pressure, which is what we want, and then it gives us a menace creature. Okay, well that doesn't... Okay, so since we didn't get anything useful here, we're just gonna go like this. And I think... Okay, another ossification. Wonderful. Okay, was protection from red? I'm not really sure why he did that. There's the land we've been hoping for all this time. Do we want to flip this? Does this cost 2? Let's flip this. Let's play like this. Okay. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1. That doesn't really matter to us because we're just gonna... All we're gonna do next turn is just Monstrous Rage, Felonious Rage, flip, or maybe just Monstrous Rage, flip. Yeah. Yeah, the menace factor and the subtle life gain is huge in this deck. This is a key card. Yeah, no one cares about any of that stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna Monstrous Rage. And then we're going to flip. Good game. Pyro's pretty cool, man. Yeah, so back for the post-game review. So definitely this was my favorite version. I already deleted the other deck. I don't even want to play that deck ever again. If that kind of gives you any insight. That deck was so boring. I mean, because it's just like mono red, basically, with some fling elements with a callous. Like, it's just not, not for me. This deck, though, is pretty cool. This is definitely one I'll continue to mess around with, just because the disguise mechanic is cool. Like, it doesn't feel like a mono red deck. It feels like I have to make decisions to win the game. I can't just sling creatures and play with fires and lightning strikes at my opponent. This is like an aggressive deck with some spice, is the way I would put it. So this deck is definitely fun. It's really good too in best of one. Like, this is a deck to fly up the ladder really fast. The Thran Portals felt nice, just because all you really need in this deck is 3 lands, so they're nice just to give you more black mana if you need it. Most of the time it's going to come in as red, but sometimes you do want it to be black because of this card. So and maybe I need to switch the mana around a little bit. Let me see. 2, 8. No, I think it's probably fine. We could just put in more Thran Portals. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Yeah. So there you go. There's the final list. I'll post both lists in case you like the Picnic Ruiner version. But this is the one that's definitely way more fun to play, in my opinion. Picnic Ruiner version is just like mono red with Picnic Ruiner, and then similar to Gruul Aggro in some ways with the Picnic Ruiner, but I don't know. It didn't feel as good as this version either. But both Gruul Aggro, well, Gruul Aggro has been pretty good in tournaments lately, like standard leagues. I've seen that the Picnic Ruiner deck is still doing really well. So, but I think that's the Gruul version. But this fling thing here, like, this is cool. Just being able to get over the top and like just target your own creatures and then, flip them over for their face-up cost and just hit your opponent in the face. Like, it's powerful. Like, this is a deck that, it's already good in best of one, but it's one of those ones to keep an eye on, because if there's any other cards that come out in the new set that help this deck could be just really, really good. But that's going to do it for this one. As always, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content and the deck comparison today. I greatly appreciate it, and y'all have a good one. Peace.